Greetings! Today I am doing a detailing session on the Mini. Now this is going to encompass a number of different things. I mean, if I get down close you can see that it's pretty dirty. So of course I am going to be getting it nicely cleaned up. I won't dwell too much on the details of the actual just simple cleaning process. It's pretty similar to just a maintenance wash that I'm going to be doing initially, which is pretty much what I covered in a previous video, which I will link to down below and up above as well. So if you want to check that out in more detail you can. Essentially then the processes that we're going to go through are cleaning, decontaminating, and then today we are going to be correcting and polishing the paintwork. So that's specifically the white stuff, because we did the black stuff not too long ago really nicely with the Turtle Wax Black acrylic products, which I will, again, I'll link that down below as well to you if you want to see that. But yeah, we're mainly concentrating on the white paint today, and the main star of the show is going to be this, the Hybrid Solutions Pro Precision Platelet One and Done Compound Correct and Finish. So this is a super cool product because, as the name suggests, one and done, and the fact that it says correct and finish, you can do correction and you can do finishing with just this one product. So it's very versatile. So we're going to be using two different types of polishing pads, one for doing the correction and one for doing the finishing. So that'll be the main focus of what I want to show you in this video today. And to get it cleaned up, of course, we need to do a pre-wash stage, and then we're going to do a contact clean stage. And so I recommend this, the Hybrid Solutions Pro Slick and Slide Pure Wash. This is what I mentioned before about a video that I did not too long ago showcasing how good this stuff really is. And again, it's another very versatile product because you can use this as snow foam, you can use this as hand wash, and then we're actually also going to use this today for a third different thing. I don't know if you can see that there, synthetic clay. So whenever I get to the claying stage, we're going to use this product, but more detail on that later. So first stage is going to be snow foam. Okay, we're looking nice and clean. The car is of course still wet. Normally at this point we would dry off the car if we were indeed doing just a regular maintenance wash, but we are not ready for that just yet. Before I get to the next main stage, I'm actually going to do something with these stripes because I have a couple of issues with these. These are factory vinyl stripes. They call them like Viper stripes or whatever, but I don't know if you can see. In the past this car must have been cleaned without using the proper 2-bucket method or whatever, and there's a lot of like micro scratches on here, which is different from normal paint work that you know, you can polish out. Once they're in vinyl, they're kind of in vinyl, and that's it. And then another main issue that I have with this is I have a big old chip right here out of the vinyl, which is, I suppose, is good in the sense that the vinyl saved the paint from being chipped, but it doesn't look very good because obviously there's now a hole in the black, and it's white underneath, so it doesn't look so great. So I've got a little cloth here. I'm just going to dry this area a little, and what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to fully remove these stripes. So I don't know how well they're on here. This is my first time trying this. I'm just obviously doing it with my fingernail. Nope. I was thinking I might need to have to go and grab my heat gun to get these off, but they're actually coming off pretty easy. Okay, so I'll just do that for the rest. Oh, there we go. Goodbye Viper stripes. This is them here, so just throw that away. We have got a bit of residue left behind here. It's coming off reasonably easy, but what I will do is I'll give it a quick wipe with some bug and tar remover just to make sure that we've got all of the residue, the sticky stuff from the vinyl, all the way off. Bug and tar remover essentially means like there's like a solvent in there, so it makes it pretty ideal for this type of job. This is what I'm going to be using for the next step. We are going to clay the car, and I'm going to use this deep clean clay mitt. So it's going to be pretty quick and easy, and well, certainly compared to traditional clay barring. So yeah, essentially we just put this on our hand and go. So we do need to make sure that the paintwork, and you can use it on glass as well if we want, is well lubricated, but we don't need to use a traditional clay bar lube. What we can use is what I was showing you earlier. So we're back to using the Hybrid Solutions Pro Slick and Slide Pure Wash. So we're doing the clay bar method, which they do detail on the back of this, but there are actually a couple of ways you can go about this. The way that Turtle Wax recommend you do it is to essentially use it as a snow foam again, so that's what I'm going to do, and then every so often have a nice clean bucket of water. Every so often just rinse off the mitt and on you go. And essentially what we're doing is we're kind of like cleaning the car again, but we're using our clay mitt instead of just a regular wash mitt, and then we rinse off and then we dry. Another way that you could do this in terms of like having like good lubrication would be to have a double concentrated wash bucket. So essentially doing up the bucket like you did just whenever you wash the car with your contact clean, but putting double the amount of product in. But like I said, I'm going to do the recommended method, which is firstly going to cover the car with snow foam again. Alright, we are nicely clayed. So essentially the car is as clean as it can possibly be. So now we have to dry it all off. So just use whatever your favorite drying towel is. I like this one from G-Technic, the sandwich one. So yeah, just gonna get this nicely dried off. Alright, nice, very nice indeed. Lovely and clean. The paintwork feels really slick, which is a feature of clay barring, and that was a very easy clay barring process. Definitely, like I said before, definitely much easier and quicker than a traditional clay barring setup. So yeah, now we are ready to move on, and what we need to do before we can get to the paint correction, we need to tape up areas. So taping around like these chrome bits around here, around this, just anything that we don't want to get our compound on. This is the tape that I'm going to be using. It is a low tack tape that is specifically for this type of purpose. So yeah, just gotta get it around the edges, just like this, all the way around. Okay, nice and taped up. So I'm just going to start on this panel right here, just because it's nice and open and it's easy to film. The two pads that I'm using are Turtle Wax Yellow, which is a harder cut pad, and then a medium cut pad, which is the orange. So we'll get a few dots on here of our one and done compound, then we'll work it in slowly, then increase speed, and then we'll work in straight overlapping lines. So we'll go one way, then we'll go the other way, do a couple of rounds of that, and that's pretty much it. Then we just wipe away with a nice clean, good quality microfiber cloth. So that process will be repeated with both, and then any little awkward areas, you know, for example, if I go around here, like in around here is kind of, you're probably not gonna like jam the dual action polisher into like these lippy bits, so I'll just get like a hand pad and do that by hand. I actually have one cut here. I cut this from a DA pad, and it's got like a nice sort of right angle, so I can get sort of nicely in there. But yeah, you can just use like a normal like circular pad if you want. But yeah, let's get started with that. So we've got like 4 dots here. So starting off like no power. We are of course doing 1 panel at a time. So after we push it in like that, like I said, like the lowest power setting first. Okay, so with that nicely worked in, then I can increase the speed up. And yeah, I like not like pushing down. I like this sort of like side grip with just my thumb on top as opposed to like this. Because if you're like this, then you're more tempted to push down, which you really don't want to do. You really just want to sort of guide the polisher around and have it do the work for you. I have switched over to the orange pad. So yeah, exact same process as before. We're starting off just working it in on the lowest setting. And increase speed. A nice good quality microfiber cloth. This is one of the edgeless microfibers from Turtle Wax. It's a nice big, nice quality microfiber. A tape coming off there, but yeah, we just literally just lightly buff off the excess. What we're left with is a beautiful mirror shine with no little scratches, no nothing, just beautiful, perfect paintwork. And yeah, that's a great job. That's a beautiful thing. So yeah, like I said, just going to do all of the car with the yellow pad, then all the car with the orange pad, and then that will be the polishing done. Well, there we go, that is the paint correction detail done on the Mini using this, the Hybrid Solutions Pro One and Done compound, and I gotta say, this is an absolutely fantastic product. It does exactly what it says it will do. It does correction and it does finishing using the two different pads, and a fantastic job it has done. I think the results really do speak for themselves, and it's an absolute pleasure to work with. It's really easy to work with, easy on, easy off, and yeah, I just absolutely highly recommend this. So of course the car is looking absolutely fantastic now. The amount of shine on there I don't think has ever been on there. It just looks so good thanks to Turtle Wax Hybrid Solutions Pro. But of course there is no real protection on there, but I am going to leave this video here for today. I think this is a good sort of natural stopping point for this video, and the next video will be a part 2 where I add protection in. I do have a very special product for that, so I hope you are on board for that. And yes, I hope you like the work that I've done here today. I hope you like this product as much as I do, and thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.